So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. All right, kids, let's do this, huh? Come on in. Glad to have you here today. It's going to be fun. We're talking about clarity today. I know, but clarity is the thing we got to do. It's like the first hardest thing you have to do of all the hard things you have to do. If you're not clear, you're not going to get what you want. So today, maybe a different way of looking at it. A couple of stories, some tactics, some techniques along the way. If you think the way I'm going to help you think today, it'll be so much easier to figure out what you want to do. Okay, so we'll do that today. It is a daily boost. My name is Scott Smith. Happy to have you here today as we hang around, fiddle around, fool around. Basically, do the best you can to live our life, enjoy our life in the best possible way. You have a choice to do whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do it. And I think today's a good day to start. What do you think? Huh? All right. By the way, I mentioned yesterday that I have my passion alignment audit. I use this for my Fisher Passion coaching clients. It's a very cool thing, and I said you can have it if you want it. A bunch of folks went over to Instagram and asked for it. You can too. It's based on my 6 passions. The concept that if I take what you're really passionate about and make sure you do it every single day, you're going to be happier, right? Pretty simple stuff. But it's cool. You want it? Go to Instagram. At Face Your Passion is where you'll find me. And DM me 6 or the number 6 or SAX, whatever you want, as in my 6 passions. And I'll send it to you, okay? So business or personal, it doesn't matter what way you are arriving here today. Clarity of what you want to do is the exact same process. I say that because a lot of people, I'll kind of slide in the business side or the personal side, or you'll decide where you want to be. Well, that's for business. It doesn't apply to me. It applies. You're human. It applies. Okay. So I know this because I work with a blend of people. Always. I do 2 things initially off the bat. I help them ignite their passion, reveal their purpose. That's the big thing. If I can get you to purpose, then we're on the way. All right. A lot of cases, they also want to make some money. So I help them convert their experience into expertise, 6-figure incomes, basically cap off their retirement accounts if you're a little bit older. It's cool stuff. And since I do not allow your lifestyle to suck because your job is getting in the way, clarity is key. It's king. It really, truly is. So let's start with this, okay? Actions reveal clarity. Your actions reveal clarity. In other words, If you're sitting around thinking it through, if you're chat-GPT'ing it, trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing, and a lot of you are, not against it. It's a good way to brainstorm. It's not the great way to brainstorm. It's better to brainstorm with people. But it's not action. Yes, it is. I'm chat-GPT'ing it. But it's not action. If there's something you think you want to be doing, you need to go do it. Put yourself in the game. Figure it out. It's like taking a trip. You don't know what's going to happen on a trip, but as you start heading down the road, you figure it out, don't you? Your clarity is revealed by your actions, so keep that in mind first, okay? Now, Paula, and she won't mind if I talk about her. She's been around a long time. I will keep all the particulars, safe. But Paula is a very long-time client, and she was facing some decisions on today's call. Didn't really know it. She showed up, and I kind of spun around to talk to her, and there it was. We've worked together almost 20 years, a very long time. And by the way, when she started, she was a corporate person, and she was planning looking for retirement. She had like 20 years to go, and she was kind of working the deal, right? Now, 20 years later, and a lot of conversations later, she is a retired person thriving. She got through it, okay? Now, here's her problem today after she went through all of that. She loves kayaking and teaching, but she's getting older, and she wants to be more of a mentor instead of a teacher. But the organization keeps asking her to teach, and she doesn't want to say no. She says she has trouble saying no. Who doesn't, right? Plus, she wants more time to enjoy her hobbies by herself. Time on the water for herself. But she still wants to help. Confused. See what I mean? It's tough, isn't it? But so this is what I had to say. I'll put this in order, and you can use this. So understand the confusion she had. Wants to do it, doesn't want to do it. Wants to be involved, doesn't want to be involved. All that hard stuff, right? We go through this all the time. So number one, the very first thing I said to her was this. Since you want to spend more time for yourself and on the water, we need to hold space for yourself to do that. She said her calendar is very full. I said, well, that's okay. Put new stuff on your calendar and remove the other stuff you don't want to do. Of course, let them know when it's appropriate, but just put the new stuff on. Now, in her case, this is completely appropriate because this is what she wants to do. It's the most important thing to her. I do not want you to run out and say, Scott said, put all the new stuff on the calendar and try to do it all. You can't. You're doing too much already. But in her case, since we had a very defined, broadly defined goal, we knew that's what she wanted to do. So I said, find the space, put it on the calendar, and then get the other stuff off. First step. Next step. Now, this is really important. Listen closely. I said, you have to decide who you want to help. If you're going to mentor, we have to determine what that means, and we have to decide who your ideal student is. Find out what they really want and promise them that you'll give that to them. So think it through because you're not going to be working with everybody. I mean, she works with women. She doesn't want to, her ideal men are not who she's looking for. We know that. So define exactly who you want to help. Because as soon as you know who you're going to help, you kind of get that instant motivation. You get really clarity on it, right? So decide exactly who it is. Find out what they really want. And by the way, what they want, we learned was this. They wanted to be confident, safe, and have fun. That's what they wanted. Not much to do with actual kayaking. No teaching. Wisdom will teach you that, right? So that was really good. I said, your job is to advise them how to get what they want. That's it. Advise them. Don't teach them. Next, I said, well, it's pretty simple stuff. I said, decide what your role is going to be when you attend the events that you're currently spending your time attending. If it's not teacher, then decide what you will do as a mentor. Now, why do I ask that?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Well, it's really simple. If you don't know who you're teaching directly, you really don't know what to teach them. And if you know what they need and what they want and what you promised, then you can decide what you're going to teach them. And now that we know what we're going to teach, we can look around the organization, look at the people that are there, and we can simply make sure they understand what my role is going to be and stand firm and learn to stay no. That's what's going to have to happen. You need to let everybody know. This is rule number 4. Let everybody know what the new rules are. Now, this is something that's kind of interesting because typically if you have trouble saying no, we can get you through identifying who you want to work with, why that fires you up. We can get you to understand exactly what you would like to do and how you would like to help people. But man, when it comes to the letting the other people know and saying no, people get freaked out. You do stuff for years sometimes that you don't want to be doing. Here's a lesson I learned a long, long time ago. And if you listened to me a long time and heard me go through this whole business I've been in for 20 years and you've seen all the left and right turns, the ups and downs and everything I've gone through over time, you always knew that I needed to make a decision and make a change before I did. And even if I knew, you always sitting around saying, when's he going to just stop doing it? When's he going to start doing it? When's he going to just, whatever, just do it? You always know that. Yet I'm a human like you, just like Paula. So sometimes we're the last to know, isn't it? So I simply told her that. I said, you know what? You're retired. You're older. They all know that. You're not hiding that. They understand you. They respect you. They really appreciate your wisdom. And you're not surprising anybody to tell them you want to slow down a little bit and you want to go enjoy your life. So do that. I sent her off with a little bit of homework, and she said, well, I have to do it after the weekend because I'm pre-committed to something I don't want to do. I said, well, I'm glad you caught me today. At least you can think about it. But I shared a little story with her that I had learned back in the day when I was working with a lot of martial artists. I got my black belt when I was, I think, 33 years old, a long time ago. And I did some business with martial arts schools around the world. I actually did television shows for about 150 shows. And I got to know these guys really, really well. And there was something that I learned about a martial artist who had achieved maybe the rank of 6th or 7th Dan, they're 6th or 7th degree black belt, right? I'd learned something that early on when somebody's going to be black belt, it's all about physical, breaking boards and all the crazy stuff they do. But as they get a little bit older, it's not about that. It's about the wisdom. It's about them passing on and serving the art and teaching the art and continuing the art. It's about taking these students and give them something that you can't give them when you're teaching them to break a board. It's Mr. Miyagi, right? I mean, Mr. Miyagi, the stuff between the board breaks was the best stuff. The wax on, wax off made no sense at all, but it worked, didn't it? Another thing I learned as well is that I've never met a very high-ranking martial artist who didn't say, man, I just love to teach the white belts. Sometimes we forget we don't want to teach the beginners. But ultimately, the more wisdom you get, the more you want to kind of usher in the experience for people. And that's exactly who Paula wanted to teach. She wanted to teach the new people in the door. I see it all the time. The more advanced you get, the more you want to go to the naive. Yes. The innocent. Yes. Those just starting out. Yes. Where you can really have a deep impact and set the path and the course. That's where she's heading now. So if you're having trouble getting clear about what you want, I'm hoping that this blend of some ideas and some stories came right off a coaching call today. I hope it helps you. So if you want my passion, alignment, audit, I just made this up for my members. It's down and dirty and raw. It's nothing fancy, but you'll love it, I think. Listen to yesterday's show. You'll hear it. If you want to get it, go to Instagram @FaceYourPassion. Just DM me the number 6 or the word 6 for my 6 passions. You'll have it in seconds, okay? Use it too, by the way. It's really cool stuff. All right, I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.